It's 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Residents in the Williamtown area will gather tonight for another public meeting into the fallout following the toxic chemical leak from the RAF base. It's being held at the Tomago Bowling Club and is being run by a local action group who are fed up with what they say is a lack of answers about the contamination. It comes amid reports banks are moving in to revalue properties affected by the contamination. Local representatives met with the Premier and the Environment Minister yesterday in the hope of getting children blood tested to look for signs of contamination. A cyclist remains in a critical condition in hospital after being knocked down by a car at Dora Creek last night. Sonia Roberts from Police Headquarters says a 33-year-old man was riding along Wangi Road at about 8 p.m. when he was struck by a white Holden Commodore sedan.
The unconscious cyclist was assisted by the Holden driver before New South Wales ambulance paramedics arrived, conveying him to John Hunter Hospital, where he remains in a critical condition. Police from the Lake Macquarie Local Area Command established a crime scene, and our initial inquiry suggests the cyclist wasn't wearing a helmet at the time and was also riding without reflectors or lights.
Around 8 people have been the victim of domestic assault across the Hunter each day over the past financial year. There have been close to 3,000 cases across the region of 12 months to June. The latest Bureau of Crime statistics show Lake Macquarie had the highest number of incidents, with 730 domestic assaults over the past financial year. A Hunter Transport Forum will be held tonight to discuss transport options for the Hunter, including alternatives to removing the heavy rail line into Newcastle. The forum will be hosted by Greens New South Wales MP and Transport spokesperson Dr Marine Faruqi and as part of the Greens Transform Transport campaign. Marine Faruqi says the rest of the world is moving away from huge toll roads and investing in public transport solutions.
Tonight is actually about opening up the conversation about transport options for Hunter and alternatives to the removal of the heavy rail line into the heart of Newcastle. So we'll be hearing from people who understand transport, but also from the community who live there and who actually know how best they are able to move around.
It's feared a number of Hunter Valley mines have been placed in jeopardy following Glencore's stock market crash. Around 7 projects in the Singleton area face an uncertain future after the company lost about 30% of its share price in a single day. The company's Bulga, Liddell and Ravensworth operations could potentially be affected. The current price of coal is to blame for the fall. The University of Newcastle's Tom Farrell Institute will play host to some of the country's greatest thinkers when the Smart Future Cities exhibition gets underway tomorrow. The event will explore regional solutions for how to create a smart city which uses clean energy and implements emerging technologies. Professor Tim Roberts says the event will hold great potential for Newcastle's future.
It'll be just a fantastic gathering of experts who are in policy, in public planning, regional as well as city planning, and then the researchers who are looking at developing the new technologies as well as those people who are putting them into practice.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor Warners Bay Sports Club.
The Maitland Blacks player who dislocated two of his vertebrae has spoken publicly for the first time since a fateful scrum gone wrong in Newcastle. Dom Punch thanked the community for all the support he's received in the last 9 days and for those involved in his treatment at Sydney's Royal North Shore Hospital. The 27-year-old remains in a critical but stable condition. There's no word on whether he'll walk again. David Carney says without Scott Miller, his position in the Jets would have been untenable. The former Socceroo feared his time with the team was over after his well-publicised falling out with former coach Phil Stubbins. However, according to Carney, Miller has what it takes to bring the team back to life. And Knights New South Wales Cup coach Matt Lantry is hoping Intel will help his team to get a handle on Ipswich's playing style before Sunday's clash. The coach is utilising former Tweedheads prop Damien Sirenen to preempt the team's tactics. The two will face off in the curtain raiser to the NRL Grand Final. That's sport. I'm Sally Spicer.
To NURFM News Time 26 to 8.